So hello, welcome to my submission video for the brilliant game Battle Construction Vehicles on the PS2. I'm going to go through everything we do. So we're going to start here. You notice that we're in the key config menu, and what we've done is we've mapped the front attack to the L1 and R1 buttons. I'm going to tell you why we do that in a second as we go back and try and make the opening cutscene start very, very quick. We're going to play it easy because we're pro gamers. We don't need to prove ourselves. But we're going to sit here on the main menu. We're going to get a cutscene to start, which introduces all of the characters to you. But the reason we remap the buttons is because BCV is one of the few games that uses the pressure sensitivity options of the PS2 controller, and the face buttons are notoriously hard to press hard enough to get a strong attack, because the game has two attacks on an attack button, like a heavy attack and a soft attack. And we want the heavy attack as much as we can, so we remap it to L1 and R1 just to make it more easy to basically pull off. Midas published the game over in the EU. They're responsible for all the English voice acting you're going to hear. Art Thinker, the original devs, more famously known for No One Can Stop Mr. Domino and A-Train.
I was born in a construction vehicle. No one can match my control. Ah! Look here! Who do you think I am? Hayato Congo.
Can't beat me, youngster. Age will always prevail. Kazukio Danore.
Remain refined at all times. Heavy machinery should always move with grace. Tamanojo Matsubayama.
Only room for one heroine here. Underestimate me and you'll feel it. Kyoko Tachibana.
Oh, yeah! Crush you! Ha ha ha! Adashi Raita!
We're hard at work again today. Out of the way. Move! Move while I'm smashing through. Okay, everyone here? Then let's get to work.
Okay!
So yeah, welcome to Battle Construction Vehicles. We're going to go straight into the game because this game, all cutscenes, we get another cutscene. So let's take our time here.
You're tough, Gramps.
Listen to me. You must succeed your father. I beg you, young master.
Shut it, Gramps. I left because I didn't want to do just that. So he's dead. Still no reason to change my mind. Whoa, watch it. Easy there, Gramps, okay?
Look, young master. Since the boss died, the Congos have dispersed. All the factories round here have been taken by Shirabe, and we have nothing left.
Is that so? It still has nothing to do with me.
You're wrong, young master. You are the only son of the construction tiger Danjuro Congo. The skill to drive heavy vehicles sleeps within you. Will you just let it slumber your entire life? Master Hayato!
So yeah, we don't want to take over the family business, as it were, but we're not going to have much say in that in a second. We are going to go into a construction battle with Denura, and well, we'll see how this goes and how it sets us out. This is going to be the main theme, as you can imagine, from the game called Battle Construction Vehicles. But we're going to start in the bulldozer. He's going to start in his little crane. I say little, very loosely. His massive crane. Now, you can see here on screen we've got some good stuff. He's got a very powerful attack there. So you can see that we took the brunt of that because he's got a swing back. Every time our scoop goes up and down, that's our powerful attack. So this is a normal attack. Now, you can see here on screen we've got like a sign. That is effectively a visual representation of our damage. We've got a rope, which is a visual representation of our stress, I guess, our tension gauge. And when that snaps, we get access to a special attack. We're going to try and show off as many as we can. Unfortunately, the way the game plays, we're probably not going to see that many of them, but if they do get close, we'll try our best. So we're going to obviously keep going for the heavy attack as much as we can. The AI in easy mode is horrendously silly and will notoriously get itself stuck and just not have a good time. So we win! This is completely normal physics for a bulldozer. Do it all the time. So we win. We get the feeling for construction, and we basically take over the family business like you would. Like you would. We're a good son. We don't need to save. Who needs to save? Saving's slow, and we're totally doing a speed run. So now the next steps, at least for us, are to build a crew. We can't do everything alone. So Denora knows a person, and well, we're going to go find him. He's known as the Machine Prince. And, well, we'll see why in a second. You know, the old adage of float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, totally.
I'm as light as a feather today. Good workout.
Okay, so yeah, that is a phrase. Now, obviously we need to recruit him, and the only way we're going to recruit him is, as you can imagine, a construction vehicle battle. Now, you'll notice that obviously all the cutscenes and stuff are animated, and they're pretty nice. The character designer behind this game is the manga artist for Salaryman Kintaro, which is an anime I used to watch a lot back in the day. But we're in the crane. We're going to try our best to get the powerful attack and hope that he just kind of retreats and doesn't do this to us. Because as long as we can get a big attack, we will always win. So we're going to go forward a bit. He's running off. That's good. So you'll notice that there are a lot of stage hazards around. We don't really care for them. There's only one or two that we'd ever really use. And thankfully he seems to be getting stuck, so that's good. And we're just going to take him out here with our last attack. I say that and then he blocks, but that's fine. We can still take him out. Apparently we're not hitting him, but that's fine.
Congo crew.
So we win!
One.
We were close to getting a special there, but there'll be one about at some point. So, obviously we win, so he has to join the crew. That's just the way life works in this world. So Matsubayama joins the crew. So obviously we're still pretty small in terms of crew, so we need more. We need to expand even further. And well, you know, we get a nice title card of a person called Beth. We get a letter through a postcard through, and it's from Beth, and they've quit, you know, their job, and they're coming back to work with the boss, and you know, we're very happy because, you know, beautiful girl's gonna come and play. Well, not play, but come and join us. And Beth drives a road roller or a bulldozer, one of the two, and bulldozer. So this is Beth. So Beth, we don't need to fight. Beth's just happy to join us, so Beth joins the crew. So we don't need to save after Beth. We still need more, you know, more jobs now. We've got a bit of a crew, so we're going to go get our first job. So this is the Shirabe Corp, and this is the person that deals with all of the contracts. And well, we find out something a bit special about him.
A fair bidding process? Don't make me laugh. You there, is this what you mean by fair? Huh? Huh?
Huh. Ah.
We find out that there's been some blackmail maybe by Shirabe Corp to make sure they win everything. So we're obviously going to battle to win this contract. We're going to fight a person called Aya. Well, unfortunately, she's not going to be the most successful. Yes.
BCV. Start.
She's in a bulldozer wearing the scoop. Let's go. So you'll notice if you're paying attention to the game, that seconds seem to be very, 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 very slow. This is a game that didn't really get a good PAL version, should we say. So the seconds are PAL seconds. So they're a tiny bit longer than normal. And Midas were not known for being the most thorough game, should we say. They didn't make the best or publish the best games in the UK and in the PAL regions. We're whiffing a lot of hits here. That's fine, though. Okay, maybe that's not so fine. So controls are, as you can imagine, tanky. We're just going to go around here because we're not doing too well. We need to reverse back. So we're going to do that and we're going to attack. And also, even though the game registers inputs, it doesn't always register them well. So you'll see what appears to be like an instant hit rather than a charged attack. And that is because the game has dropped my input at some point and it is just very angry with me. She's hopefully going to stay stuck there and we're going to just get some free hits. That's good. And we should be able to just tap her away. Okay, we didn't get that. But we can just run into her, get the 100%.
Congo crew. Bid accepted.
So she was very close to her special. But we get the bid, we win the job. So he's really happy in the background, you'll notice there. That's not a face of someone that's going to be, you know, impartial going forward, is it? So, well, we still need more crew, so we're going to get more crew. So, everyone's all like, oh, Matsubayama's a bit upset today.
Something up with Matsubayama?
Now you mention it, he did actually say something about feeling ill this morning.
Huh. That's because we don't pay him well enough. I reckon he must have been forced to eat spoiled food. You know what your biggest problem is? It's an overactive imagination. Yeah, sorry about that. Hey then! Who's driving that? Who are you? Get out of my machine!
What a heap of junk. The controls on this thing suck.
It's like she's playing the game we're playing. So this is Kyoko. She's just kind of turned up and, well, the only way she gets a job offer is by losing to us in a construction battle. So we're going to obviously do that. Now, she's a forklift certified person. The forklift is the fastest of the machines and the most agile, and also has the forks which block out our attack a lot. So we're kind of hoping that she's going to just like sit and let us hit her for a bit and maybe get stuck in the mud. That's kind of the key thing. We want her to get stuck in the mud so she so we can just keep hitting her over and over again. Now, this might be the first battle we get a special attack in. We're going to get stuck in the mud either. Anyway, right, so we're going to go. So, as long as we come out of here, we're fine. So, we're going to trick her. Totally the intended way. Right, so it's not accepting my inputs here at the moment. There we go. So you'll see that she's pretty close, and so are we. So we're going to get her special. That's fine. We'll show you what she does.
East wind wipe out. Listen up.
She basically just tactical nukes us, and well, we're close to being special here, so we're gonna break ours, and then we're gonna go and attack her, hopefully. There we go.
Iron supplement.
So what we do is we turn her into a cube of metal.
Congo crew.
And yeah, that's the standard of special attacks we have in this game.
Ha! You ready for another meeting with Congo?
So yeah, Kyoko joins the crew. I mean, she can't not now. So now we've kind of got our party. We you know, we could round it out with just one more person, I think, and that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna meet a new character, the so-called Adachi here. We're gonna get a nice little intro sort of card for him, of him fighting Shirabe in his road roller. And he wins, of course, because road rollers. So he's going around basically taking on people and claiming their machinery as his spoils. So he turns up to our place and we're like, you know, join us. And he's like, no. And it's like, oh, we'll make a deal. What we'll do is if we win, you join us. And if we lose, you get everything we have in terms of machinery. We don't have a lot, so I'm not sure how it's really worth it to him. But well, he's not going to win, so it's fine. Now, the road roller is the most powerful of the machines, as you can imagine. So his attacks will do a lot of damage to us. So what we're going to try and do is try and bait him into hitting this... the metal post there, the little sign even, sorry, that's on our... Because what it can do... So you'll see here, he's getting every hit in on us. And what we want to do is kind of just win by attrition, except when we get him to attack that sign if we can, because that sign will do some chip damage to him, and any chip damage is good here. Come on, attack, please. So we might actually see his special. Well, we might do. It's been a while since I've seen it, so let's go.
Blue. Taste of the ocean. And that's that.
Just throws a harpoon at us. Now, we're going to get our attack here as well. We're going to turn him into a cube.
Iron supplement.
Because he needs to be a cube.
How's that?
And that's Adachi over and done
Congo
with.
crew. 1.
Ha! You ready for another meeting with Congo?
So yeah, by laws of BCV, he has to join the crew. So now we've got our full rounded crew. Let's crack on with the story of the game. So we know that Shirabe is sort of the bad guy. Well, we've beaten them a couple of times now, or once, and that's enough. So they've hired out to this new gentleman to come and sort of take over from Matsubayama earlier on. So this is the Machine Wolf J. Congo. He gets his own soundtrack and stands up on this top here and look at him all cool. Well, oh, Beth apparently knows him. Well, that's interesting. So, yeah, we're going to have to fight the Machine Wolf. We get given a book about him, and we find out he'll do anything for money. What that means is literally anything for money. So, we're gonna have to battle him and win this bid. Now, you'll notice one thing about Jake here when we fight him.
BCV.
Is that he uses the same machine as Beth. It's a nice, slick, black version, though. He also does block quite a bit. So we're going to hope that he doesn't, and we can just take him out. We're doing good here so far. He's actually going to get stuck, which is even brilliant. So, Jakey boy here is an interesting party character that we'll see again in a second, but we're gonna just completely take him out here because he's weak to the overheads.
Congo crew.
And well, we win, so we get the bid.
A most unworthy opponent.
And we just insult him there as well. So, yeah, we find out, you know, that, well, we lose the book. We don't know where the book is. The album's gone. We got another job. Well on our way. #1 construction company in Japan. So, well, you remember that book? Well, turns out Beth here is reading from it. Reminiscing. So Jake's back. He wants his album. He wants his picture. It's like, you know, you never loved me. It's like, oh, okay. Well, we're going to fight. We're going to settle this once and for all. So if you remember,
BCV.
Beth drives a bulldozer. So does Jake. Thankfully, Jake, like I say, is a bit of an idiot. So as long as we go back, we can just avoid him. So even though we're charging, we don't do that much more damage, pretty much, from the overall. It's just that it is a more powerful attack in basic. So hopefully he's going to get stuck there and we can just hit him a bit more. My worry is if that goes around the corner. No, he's going not around the corner. That's fine. So he's almost done. And we'll soon see the my most favorite cutscene in this game.
Congo crew.
You're not prepared, by the way. This is just literally glorious.
Lost. That was time,
So, well, we need to give...
Forgive me for being weak and leaving you. Here it is. When I left, I was carrying your photo. This photo.
I know that, Beth.
But my feelings haven't changed, Jake. I still care for you.
I know you do, Beth.
Jake. You're wonderful.
Hey, you'll be working hungry if you don't start eating.
This game's very straight to the point, as you can imagine. It doesn't cut corners. So yeah, we've well, Jake and Beth are now kind of happy. We see Kyoko being sort of led away there by Shirabe. She's obviously back, so you know we're kind of wondering what's happened there. We find out, you know, that we're basically you know, the job's bids are the same again. Who could have thought? So we're going to have to fight Shiro here, who drives a crane. Shiro's a bit silly as well. But we're driving the road roller anyway, so this is easy work for us.
Start.
Senpai!
So he's hopefully going to get stuck in this corner. Oh, and we're going to get stuck anyway. That's fine. So yeah, as long as he stays there, that's fine. Of course he's not. He's going to work his way out. It's good for us. So, Road Roller is truly impressive, shall we say, as a machine. If you've ever seen JoJo, you know exactly why. Like, even a little love tap there is just unreal. Oh, okay. Yeah, we still got a love tap. That's good. So this is, I think, the first stage we see the little hut next to us. That is also a stage hazard. And I'll try and show it off later on in the game, because there's another stage I know where we can probably use it. But Shiro is beaten.
Bid accepted.
We get the job.
You ready for another meeting with Congo?
And well, we find out that the bids were lower from Shirabe, but this guy really loved the fighting, so he's been making them the same, just to see more. So, well, look at this. This is the big headman of Shirabe, Ume, and he's...
Let's Kyoko go!
Congo, well, if you wish to continue breathing, do not take Yume Shirabe as your enemy.
Hey, Danura! Get the car! Get after them!
Well, yeah, he basically kidnaps Kyoko. So we can't let that, you know, go unpunished, so we chase after him. And we come to Shirabe Corp headquarters, and, well, we need to get in, and the only way of getting in, obviously, is that we need... So Yamada here is going to be our next opponent.
BCV.
And you'll notice we're in
Start.
the loader, and they're in the forklift. Forklift being, again, the most speedy machine. And this one is not particularly powerful. But hopefully they get stuck. Also, Yamada in the English version is from Yorkshire, and I you know, love that so much. So if we get to see Yamada's special, because everyone in this game that we fight has voice lines. So Yamada has voice lines for their special, and so does Shiro and everyone else. Basically, if you fight them, they have a voice line, and yeah, Yamada here is from Yorkshire. And she's going to get stuck, so that's good for us. So we might not see it. Because we're just going to run into her and make sure she doesn't get out. Now, the annoying thing about this particular machine is that we have to roll back for our very powerful attack. So if there's something behind us, we will bonk on it and get stuck. Okay, we're well on our way. So she should be gone this next attack. Unfortunately, you won't hear Yamada's amazing Yorkshire accent.
You ready for another meeting with Congo?
We're absolutely relentless there on her, apparently. So now we get through, we find out a very special fact. That Kyoko is Ume Shirabe's daughter. And, well, she doesn't want to hang around with him, so he lets her just go do whatever. She comes back to join us. So, now that she's come back, our love blossoms, and we're out, you know, buying veggies and food and stuff. Well, we run into her ex, shall we say. A gentleman called Yuki with the amazing pompadour. You give him a punch, and you get to see all the expressions of Hayato. Every last one. Well, we need to fight him. We need to show him that we're the better person. Of course, that means construction battle.
Start.
So here we go. So he's going to come at us very aggressively, but we're just going to chip away, reverse way, and hopefully not get caught under this box, because this box is a bit of a pain. Okay, he dodged us and we dodged him. That box is going to start moving now? Nope, he's not. Get out of the way. That box will do damage. And a lot of it. That box is pretty killer, as you can see. Doesn't always go, but we, yeah, we definitely beat Yuki thanks to it.
You ready for another meeting with Congo?
So Yuki's defeated. We are number one. And well, we continue on story here. So now, all people, Matsuyama betrays us. We find out, basically we get a letter left, and that we find out that Shirabe has kidnapped his master, and that his master has a scar on his chest, and, you know, that's the reason why he's left, to get the freedom. Well, we find this dog. This dog's got, a leash, and it doesn't like Apache, and apparently it can drive a bucket scoop. So, obviously we need to defeat it to, set it in its place.
BCV. Start.
So here we go, we're in the road roller. Unfortunately, this means that the dog is not going to have a very good time, because we do 17% damage every little chip. Oh, look at it, he did an attack. Oh, look at him. Oh, look at him in the little cab and everything. Got his tail going and a lot. But yeah, unfortunately, the Shiba here is not gonna have a good time with us. That's another stage hazard there in the background. You can see it's fine. It's just a water main. There we go. Unfortunately, the dog has been defeated. It means he needs to join us. That's how it works. So we find out that this dog has a scar across his chest, and he has a license. And we find out his name is Shisho, and he's forklift certified, obviously. And we found Matsubayama's master. So we obviously need to go and get Matsubayama back now. We found who he's looking for. So, well, we go to Shirabe Corp. And we find out that the bids are exactly the same this time. And, well, Matsubayama gets sent to fight us. And this, unfortunately, for him at least, is going to be a bit tough. So he's in his scoop, we're in the forklift, which means we have the agility advantage here. But we also have the fact that Matsubayama blocks every single time. Although he seems to have happily locked himself into the mud there for a second for us. That's nice of him. So we're just going to go and hopefully get our powerful attack. Oh, he blocked just perfectly as well. It's fine. So one thing about Matsubayama is he's got the kind of the little bit of reach advantage on us. But forklift is OP, as we've already found out. So he's going to get himself stuck there, that's fine. We're going to let him just attack. This is another stage hazard that will definitely go off and only damage us. But we should be good now. There we go. So Matsubayama's beaten. He obviously needs to rejoin us through force. Well, we're not going to be the ones that tell him. Oh, we found Master Shisho. Oh, Master Shisho. Well, he's not too happy with him. Dog punch. And he gets told off by his master, and then gets forgiven. Well, yeah, now we've got Matsubayama and Shisho on our team. So we're well on our way to becoming the number one crew. But we find out that basically they're taking over a lot more jobs, and we don't want that. So we find they've stolen a job from us, and we can't have that. We're gonna go fight, and we're gonna be fighting Narita again. Say again for the first time, even. Sorry.
BCV.
We will be fighting him again in a second, but don't worry. Don't pay attention to the little postcard we saw earlier on as well. That'll all come through in a second. So look at that. Even though we got the hit, we got hit for 19 damage because he also hit. Oh, we whiffed. What a whiff that was, eh? So. Come on. Pick up that with an attack. There we go. Oh, wow. We're getting whiffed. Hopefully he sticks in his corner here for a second. Oh, wow. Okay. Come on, game. Pick up my inputs. Okay, that was not what we wanted to do. I had hoped that we would destroy him. But basically, Narita here is the finance guy. His special attack is using money at us. But we don't care too much about him. We're gonna get this job one way or another. Watch this is taking a long time, even though he's stuck in the corner. So you'll remember earlier on in the game, I mentioned that we map R1 to the front attack here. We do that for a very good reason. The website for this game is still up, and there is an FAQ on the page, and someone asked the very question I had when I started speedrunning this game: how do we do more powerful attacks? And the developers of the game actually responded saying, remap the buttons, which I found funny. So, very British gangster-esque. We find out that Umesh Rabi is our father. Shock. Or we'll find out something silly that Hayato should have probably realized a long time ago in a second. So we've got everyone here at the crew table, including Shisho and Kyoko. So we find the photo again. We look and everyone's a happy little family here. And we find out that Umesh Rabi and his mother were, together, and Hato's father was, well.
Hayato, that distinctive shape.
Yeah. So we find out that the egghead is hereditary. And it's true that Ume is our father, and that our mother left after, everything and went to our adoptive father, I guess. He took us in and made us who we are today. So Denura's obviously feeling a bit upset here because, he's known this for a long, long time. He never got revenge. So he's gone out to set everything right. So he's gone to Shirabi Corp here to basically give it to Umesh Rabi for everything that he's done. Well, Narita's in the way, so we need to defeat Narita. So we're in our machine here, so we've got the reach advantage, which is good. I do love that the clang noise for the defense is pretty much like the Berserk sword attack. It is just clang. But hopefully Narita just gets stuck there and we can just... Okay, that's not good. Stay over there for us. So we're just gonna basically tap him. The annoying thing is that we go too close. We hit the wall ourselves. It's good. So you'll notice that we're hitting the wall here. We kind of want him to come forward a bit so we can sweep in. Because the good thing about this attack is that we can, well, do that. It will sweep back and forth to make sure we get a hit. There we go, Narita down.
Congo crew.
In 25 PAL seconds.
Oh, my. sharpen my own bows.
So well now, Donura manages to get through to the Shirabi Corp top guy. He doesn't come off well, I'm afraid. True anime style. We're onto the final battle, but we fortunately, well, you know, Donura doesn't. You get the sad music. It's like, you know, all in life, give everything. We wanted to go take revenge, but you couldn't. Well, you know what happens when they close their eyes. So, interesting thing in the Japanese version, this one bit here, this is actually like voice acted. I think the whole game is voice acted in Japanese, but we basically come here and we find out that, oh, Donura didn't die. Of course he didn't die. Sure. Had you fooled. But we need to go take revenge. That's, of course, by fighting Ume Shirabe. And he's got an interesting special, which I hope we'll show you. It's basically an art truck style finisher. But he's also got a very powerful attack, which you'll hopefully see. In fact, we're gonna just go off actually and just go get the. So that's his special, by the way. Not his special. His heavy attack. There we go. So we've broken the hut over here and we've upset these workers, and they're gonna do some damage to Ume Shirabe for us over here. So we're gonna go and get our special attack, and of course he blocks because of course he does. We might not be able to get out of this very well. That's good, that's good. So we've got the reach advantage here, even with his swinging ass. He will not, I say this, if he hits us it does a lot of damage, but stop blocking. Oh my word, he's being very aggressive with the block. So yeah, there you go. That's his ass attack. But it's fine, as long as we can get in a few attacks whilst we wait for him to come out of the block, it's fine. So, fortunately the game audio is pretty short. There we go. Oh, we might actually see his special. Let's do it. Let's see if we can get it for you. So, he's high enough attention here that he should snap. Oh, we might not. There we go.
Decoration Nova. I'll teach you what real power is.
He gives us the light show.
Now you see how weak you are.
Now, that doesn't really matter to us at this point. We're well over the damage threshold to care about that. I say that as we whiff a shot, but that's fine. Here we go. So this is the final battle. It's not the end of the game in cutscene percent at least. So we've got one coming up. Now, to put it in perspective, at this point in time, both us and Kyoko are son and daughter of Ume Shirabe, and we're in love. That's not the best way to leave this story, so we need to wrap that up in a nice little bow. We're going to do that right now.
This is for all you did to Donura! And this is for Kyoko!
Strong guy.
Listen up, whelp. The world is a mess. If you don't do it, you get done. You can't make it big without getting your hands dirty.
Ha! You just don't understand anything. I can't believe that your blood flows within me. But surely that means you understand that I'm not going to change my mind.
Why you? Fine then. Raising my kid and turning him against me? Well done, Danjuro. Brave. Here,
Hayato!
just as I promised. No tricks. But still, you cannot beat Yume Shirabi. You will never surpass me. Never. Remember that.
Don't let yourself get too carried away now.
And you, Kyoko, research your past a little. I adopted you. We are not connected by blood. What do you think of that?
Huh?
Perfect. Just sets us right up. He walks into the sunset. Remember, if you don't do it, you get done. Now we get the epic music, so that's gonna be, when we get it anyway, the end of the game. Do we get some credits? Do we get to see everyone, you know, and how they end up? Jake and Beth on the trips in Italy. I think it's Italy, Venice. Chisho and Matsuyama back to their old ways. And of course we get together. Now what better way to end this? Obviously forgiveness. And marriage. Everyone comes, everyone from Shirabe Corp and everyone from the Congo crew. But yeah, that's BCV. That's the old cutscene run. The cutscene version of the game, the cutscene-less version of the game, should I say, is pretty much the same, just without cutscenes, and we play in Japanese for faster. Might do a quick run of that before next week. Because the Tuesday, yeah, it's Tuesday in it when it ends, so we'll go from there. But I'm gonna set a split, and we're gonna launch my PS3. I'm gonna use that as our submission video because I think that's the best one. Also, Spot, I don't know if you're still here.